Hello everyone, I hope everyone is fit and well. Okay then, so what we're going to do today with ancient history is have a look at perhaps the greatest event in Nero's reign, apart from his downfall I suppose, and that was the Great Fire of Rome of 64. Now as we know, from our previous work, Rome's always been susceptible to fires. A lot of it was built out of wood, poorly constructed. It was only really the great monuments and stuff that were built out of marble. And as we also know, under Augustus in particular, he did set up groups to overlook the issue of fire and dealt with fire. There's like a very early kind of fire brigade, wasn't there, that was kind of established. However, on the 18th and 19th of July 64, a major fire broke out in Rome. We don't know exactly how it started, but it appears that only 4 out of the 14 districts of Rome remained unscathed. Every other area was damaged and in some areas completely destroyed. So this was a major event regarding events in Rome itself. Now, we have 2 sources that tell us most information about the events of the Great Fire. One is our friend Suetonius, Suetonius 38, and the other one is our other friend Tacitus. Okay, you'll be pleased to know that Suetonius 38 is in your coursework booklets, as is Tacitus. I don't have the page number for Suetonius 38, but it doesn't take much to find it. And for Tacitus, I've written dates on page 118 onwards. Now, what I like to do is there's like a table where I've tried to break it down into who or what caused the fire, how does the source describe the fire and its destruction. Don't say it was hot with smoke coming out of it. What actions did Nero take during the fire itself? And then how was the city rebuilt after the fire? And then the final bit on the table is the dreaded think question. How does the reputation of Nero emerge from the fire according to these 2 sources? Now, as a general, I won't give too much away, but both of them are relatively negative towards Nero. However, if you read Tacitus, he does try and do that little bit of, well, some say this, but I'm not too sure about it. So he does try and give the illusion of trying to be a bit more balanced, whereas Suetonius kind of blames everything on Nero. So what I want you to do is to read both of those accounts of the fire of Rome in 64 and complete the table. There's then a little bit from the textbook, and there's a coin. And what I want you to do from the textbook is annotate the coin at the bottom. Obviously, you've got Nero here, but it's more this image here and what it might be trying to tell us. And then finally, there's some rather evil think questions, okay, 4 of them. Where or what did the sources agree about regarding the Great Fire? And don't say Rome burnt down. Why do you think Suetonius may have been keen to put the blame so much onto Nero? Why or how do you think the attitude of Tacitus was slightly different? And then thinking about what the sources have said, what mistakes after the fire did Nero make? And why might this have made charges against him by Suetonius easier to believe? Okay, so there are some of the areas which I want you to do. So for Friday, if you can get that done, that would be great. Which basically means on Friday we can then do the Piso or Piso. I'm not quite sure how you say it because Latin does tend to say things quite hard. Anyway, we'll call it Piso. The Piso conspiracy on Friday. And then basically all we've got to do then is about the downfall of Nero himself. So I reckon if we get Piso done on Friday, we can then do the downfall of Nero the following week, and then we're done with all the content, essentially. Hopefully by then the government might have decided how we're actually going to award grades and stuff to you all, but that's a different story. So if you could get those bits done, that would be great. And if you haven't got those essays to me about Nero and Claudius and the role of women in their administrations, then do so ASAP, because I would quite like, well, I say I quite like to mark them. I would like to get them marked though. Okay.